soft. And so they're good for things where the density matters. This is a buffing foundation brush. It's number 301. And if you notice, it is a flathead kabuki, really. And I had the angled one. I've shown you guys that one before. But one of the things that I don't like about that one is that it is angled. I want just a plain one where I can just, I don't know, I just feel like the angle is what bothers me. So I'm going to use this for my Chanel liquid foundation application, and I'll let you guys know how it does. I think it's going to do fantastic, because I will tell you one thing about these more dense brushes and the fact that they are synthetic. They do not absorb the product, and so it really, you're not just smoothing it over your face. You're putting it on your face, and your face can drink it up because the brush isn't taking it back off. So that is why I actually do like synthetic better than animal hair. So the animal hair is more porous, and so, you know, there's different makeup artists will tell you, and I'm not a makeup artist, so I'm not trying to pretend that I'm a makeup artist, but they'll tell you why that could be a good thing. And, you know, I think we actually talked about it in one of my previous videos, but I think I like the synthetics better almost for everything. So anyway, what else did I get? Well, if you remember, I got the Naked Skin foundation and powder, and I wasn't totally sold on it, still not. Today I ended up going right back to my Chanel. But one of the things that I did try that I really actually loved was their concealer, and I got this one in Fair Neutral, and I'm not sure if I should have got the Fair Neutral or the Light Neutral, but my friend and the registrar said this one looked better, because this right here has the Light Neutral, and this has what I bought. This is the Fair Neutral, and they both said this is a better brightening look. Now, I've been all day. Now, here's the thing I don't like. I did put this, I put powder over this, and I feel like, I know people say that you need that for setting it, but I feel that really accents, look how accented my wrinkles look. And it doesn't look quite as bad when I don't do that. So tomorrow I'm going to try this. It is Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer, and it comes with not a doe foot applicator really. It's kind of like if you did your lips, that kind, where it does both sides of your lips, it's a flattened one. See how it's like that? And I'll do a tutorial for you tomorrow. And I'm going to hold on to these. Anything that you buy from IT Cosmetics, you throw it back in the bag in case you want to return it, because they do allow returns. So instead of putting this back in its little box, I'm going to use my Tarte, but I'm going to keep the box in here because they will let you return, which to me is a great reason for using them. Okay, the next thing that I got is Moon Dust by Urban Decay. It's an eyeshadow that is very, 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 very sparkly. It says, "You've never seen a sparkly shadow with this sophisticated. Microfine bits of iridescent sparkle collide with intense, dreamy hues and 3D metallics for an effect that is out of this world." And I got Ether, and it is more of a purpley bronze, and I love it, love it, love it. Now, you could use some, this is what it looks like. Let me open it. That's what will really show it. Actually, a swatch will really show it. And on your finger, I have found, this is the bird finger, I'm sorry, but look. It's really a beautiful color, y'all. It's like a bronzy, actually on my finger, it looks more bronzy black, which is hints of the purple and the orange sparkle. So, you know what? Let's just use it. I would use this on my outer V, there, and then coming in to make my V both sides. And just because it would darken it up, but also give it a bit of sparkle. And go ahead and let it hit the brow bone just a little bit. How's it look? Oh, it looks nice. It looks real nice. Remember, I've got a scar on this side, so it's a little harder to work with. I think it turns out nice. But I absolutely love this color, so I think I will not be taking this back, so I didn't really need to save that box, but you never know. So, then, okay, so let me wipe off my finger. Oh, that reminds me of something else I wanted to show you guys. So I'm on my trip, right? And you guys know, hands down, my favorite makeup wipe is the L'Oreal Revitalift Wet Cleansing Cloths. They smell like Lancome's cleansing milk, which is the most wonderful smell. It's these. I absolutely love these. You can get these at the drugstore. You can get them at Target. You can get them at the grocery store. drugstore, Target, probably other places. I don't know. You can get these at Ulta. You can probably even get them at Sephora. These are very accessible. And they smell wonderful. And they work good after a couple of wipes. But I have to say, one wipe, and one of my old favorites, I decided to try again. And one wipe, not back and forth, even though I always do back and forth, but in one wipe, it takes your makeup off. And this is the Demi Wipes from MAC. And it's a very sophisticated package. It's a little smaller. So when you're traveling, that was the main thing I thought was smaller. It's not, like significantly smaller, so that was really stupid. But I think I also wanted to try them. And also, I love the smell of these. These are like a weird smell. I can't really describe it. I don't know what it is, but I do like these. It's also beautiful packaging with this kind of milky opalescence. And then that black matte label. It's just it's cool. It's just really cool. You know, it does matter sometimes to us. So that's one thing that I wanted to tell you. Also, when I traveled, I took my Lorac Pro to go. And I showed you guys that. But when I got back, I realized, you know, I need to also show them this. Because this would be a really great one. And I got ready with this palette today. And this is the NARS. What's it called? The Happening. And it's an eye and cheek palette. The Happening is what this is called. And let me show you next to my face so you can see about what size it is. But it has some of the most popular colors ever in it. Again, I hate their names because I hate having to say this, but the blush, known as Orgasm, is a peachy pink with gold flicks, and this is Laguna Bronzer. I don't really remember the eyeshadow colors, but I have to say it's what I have on except for this kind of purple tone, which I love. But it's got my highlighter color, my transition color between the highlighter and the crease, and then there's a strong crease color, and it's a true brown. It's very, very dark. And so you could use that brown for everything from lining under your lash line, your upper lash line, your outer V. You could, on the right brush, also use this as a eyebrow color. I mean, I really love this. So this is a really good travel palette. And it matters when you're traveling that things are simple and easy. And then also for that bronzer, I use the NARS, what is this called? 4Z? I don't know. This actually has a name, but it's a bronzer a bronzer brush made by NARS to cut in. So see how it's wide, but then when you turn it that way, it's not. It's a cut-in brush, so you use it that way. But it's very, very soft, and so it has a lot of give. So it's not too chiselly that you can't blend that out, you know. And then you turn it that way and blend it out. And again, you can use it all over your face. So I really do like the brush as well. What else do I have to show you? Some mascara. It's called Superhero. It's made by IT Cosmetics. It's supposed to be stretching, elastic stretch, volumizing mascara. I don't know if it's going to be stretchy or not. I will let you guys know how it goes. This is not waterproof. And so I am really hoping. They said it's water resistant. I'm like, everybody says that. And then it ends up on the tree. And they don't typically hold the curl. So it's a weird little package. Look at it. It's very cute. Very cute indeed. The brush is a good brush for separating. It does not have a rounded tip, so it's not going to be as great for tipping lashes, especially lower lashes, but I like it. It doesn't have a horrible smell. It kind of has that all-natural peanutty smell. So we'll see how it goes. I'll let y'all know. But I've heard it's awesome. And the picture shows a rather dramatic transformation, but they all do, don't they? And half the time it's false lashes. And sometimes I'll say in the fine print, this has been enhanced by false lashes. Another thing that I've been wanting to get, and it's not for the reason that it says, is NYX Strobe of Genius. And it's an illuminating palette. And a lot of people get this for strobing. What is strobing? And well, it's when you really want to have these places here on the high cheekbone, the tip of the nose, the top of the cupid's bow, the top of the lip, top of the chin, and right here on the front of the temple. And so you want something super, like a strobe light, very, not sparkly, just light reflective. So why? So it will make it look very contoured and highlighted. So I looked at this, and you know, they had a tester in the store, and I kept playing with it, thinking, you know, how would I even use that, because I heard so many good things about it. But once I was playing with it, I actually, when I got it on my fingers, playing with it, just a shame it's so hard to open these things. I'm not breaking a nail. So, it shouldn't be this hard. I had to pry that open. And if you think I'm just an old lady, look, it tore. Just to try to pull that open. It's too tight. It's the packaging's too tight. They're trying to use less materials, which is probably good in the long run. But anyway. Oh, there's a picture of a girl right here that shows you what strobing looks like. See her face? See how, where the highlights are hitting on her face? So that's actually good to have this on the package in case you didn't know how to do it. It will kind of tell you. Well, I mean, it doesn't have any kind of instructional thing inside, but you could try to emulate that. Well, now what would you do? Well, first of all, the palette itself has many, many colors to choose from. Why is that? Because you would use them for different things. Like this may be used underneath an eye to set powder and give a brightened look, whereas this might be used on a cheekbone. This, again, also might be used under this purpley tone. What does it do? It cancels certain colors when you use other colors. So yellow, peach, and purple are known for being good to cancel under eye looks. But these aren't matte. So they're kind of finishing dusting powders, meaning you would use, oh, what's a good brush? Something that's kind of dome-like, this kind of brush. And you could just dust off underneath an area. And it will give it a very brightened look. So let's just say, I don't know if this is going to work, because I'm not just putting my makeup on, but I'm using this kind of yellowish color, and so it gives a real brightened look under my eye. I don't know if that's going to make the same difference.